Hello guys and welcome back. So I have the sim ready now and this is what we've got. This is after changing the size of the density, and you can see we have some very interesting emission at the beginning, and these frame are really hard to get using other system, and so far I think our initial velocity is really cool, and it has all the interesting details that we need to generate an interesting explosion afterward. If the emission is very simple and it doesn't have anything to break up all the volumes, it's really hard to get some nice details afterwards. And then it's just the sim taking over, and it's doing its thing now. There's not so much that we can do at this point. We can still add some noise. I think we can break it up using the gradient force. I think it's going up too fast, but overall I'm really happy with this result, and hopefully you guys will be able to create some cool sims. Now what I'm going to do is we are not done yet. We're just starting here to understand how the system works. And remember, we have some expansion here, some pump force, and let's say we wanted to take this, transform it, this way, and let me visualize that sphere. Okay. So I wanted to change it like that. I'm gonna copy this, I'm gonna add it here, and again I did one change. Let's go back. I'm gonna turn off the, I'm gonna increase the resolution, and let's take a look. We have our ground, there is a collision, and let's clear the solver, make sure that we're getting, let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, I think let's inverse the velocity. So in theory we should change, we should really orient the points and recompute the velocity. Let's see if we get something here. Yeah. So inversing the velocity helps because the points were pointing outward, and now we've inverted them and it's pushing the data inward. And again, this is just a way of creating something that pushes downward, and the proper way is to rotate the source and recompute the velocity again, or actually have the particles shoot in this direction properly, so you have the proper vector. But look at this. Let me turn off the, let's visualize in sobs without any fire. And we have an interesting expansion. We have a ground dust-like effect. It's still expanding, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but I think you guys get the idea. So let's run it for a few more frames. Yeah, it's gonna go up, which I don't want. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna change the buoyancy to negative value and change it to -2. You can also add some gravity. Let's add some gravity and see how that looks. And we should have a ground dust impact element by just doing this. Now the gravity is really strong and we have to tweak a lot of things to account for that, but I think you guys will get the idea soon. Let's see what we have. Cool. So that's one one effect and one way of reusing this system to basically create dust impacts is to have some kind of velocity and push downward. Now I wanted to do it properly, so what I'm going to do is, let's see, points here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to inverse all these guys. I'm going to rename this to inversed, and I want to show you guys properly how to do it. So here, sorry, not this one, this guy. So here it's -4, -15, and let's change the delete to higher, 1.2, and we can move it upward. And I'm gonna change this to down. Okay, let's take a look at the points. I'm going to do one more thing. This initial, the velocity at the center, I want to make it more directional, so I'm gonna have less spread here. Less spread, maybe 75, and that will make it, yep, more directional. Cool. And let's take a look at here. So we're gonna leave everything the same, and let me cache these two, and then we'll continue in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in a bit.